mainstream entertainment. Ruslan.
In the era of podcasting, social media, people being able to build platforms out of their bedrooms or garages or second places. Hello. Howard Stern, who's kind of the originator of some of this stuff, has a potential $120 million deal on the table with Sirius XM. This is crazy. We're not talking about over the course of 5 years. We're talking about a year, $120 million a year. That's his salary. That's his salary. Now, earlier this year, Joe Budden left Spotify. He felt like the money wasn't right. And what happened? Joe Rogan, around the same time, I think right before that, got a $100 million deal with Spotify for 2 years, a licensing deal. Supposedly, it's actually worth way more than that. And every time these deals happen, Spotify's stock shoots way up. I think their stock grew by, I believe, $1 billion when they announced the Joe Rogan deal. What does that mean? It means that it is a great time to be a content creator. Now, I think Howard Stern is kind of the old school dude at the party, but nevertheless, every time something like this happens, I feel like everybody's worth goes up. Let's check this out. Howard Stern, the radio shock jock who's maintained his star power in the podcast era, is nearing a contract renewal with Sirius XM. I don't even, like, Sirius XM got to be some old head stuff, because I don't even know anybody that got, like, Sirius XM and is like, yeah, man. Like, Sirius XM is like, if you're young and you don't really want to curate your music, you listen to Pandora, and I guess if you're older, you got Sirius XM in the whip. Once upon a time, it was legit. Now, not so much. Okay? That would boost his payout to $120 million a year, according to people familiar with the matter. $120 million a year. That's his salary, guys. Yikes. Stern's contract with the Sirius expires at the end of December. The 66-year-old has been negotiating a fresh deal for the better part of the year, said the people who asked not to be identified because the conversations are ongoing. His previous 5-year contract, which covers production and staff, topped out at roughly $80 million to $100 million. Sirius shares climbed as much as 7% to $5.95 in late trading after the agreement was closed. They had been down 22% this year. So just the thing that it came out, their stock climbed, right? Just the fact that it came out, their stock climbed. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Yes, he's 66 years old. He's making $80 to $100 million. My guess is his salary is probably 80, and then everybody else is probably, splitting that other 20 million. And he's on pace, what looks like, to get 120 million. 120 million a year. A year. That is a good amount of money. That is definitely FU money, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Why is this significant? It's significant because he could have bounced. And he probably would have gotten more if he was at Spotify. Or Amazon is in the game now. Apple Music is going to start doing these exclusive deals, these podcast deals. The fact that there's so much revenue that's going to be generated through people being on these platforms exclusively is mind-boggling, right? It's mind-boggling. And listen. Again, I don't need that much. Like, I'd be cool with like a $10 million net worth. But if Apple or Amazon or Spotify, I've definitely never gone Sirius XM, by the way. That's just straight old head stuff. But never going on something like that. But it opens up to maybe I'm not gonna get, well, maybe I will get 10 million. I don't know. Who knows, right? But it opens up the floodgates for creators of all types to go into these types of companies, these organizations, these massive corporations, and negotiate better situations for themselves. Negotiate situations where they get a lot of the lion's share of the profit, where historically we've seen people kind of get exploited, we've seen people be on salaries, and now people are really earning a lot of money. And I think that's good for anybody in the content game, right? And I've said this before. I've said this over and over and over again. I said, if you're a rapper in 2020, stop trying to go in through the front door of being a rapper. Go in through the side door or the back door of being a media company. What am I talking about? I'm talking about podcasting. I'm talking about going live, broadcasting. I'm talking about content for Facebook and Instagram. My Facebook is about to get monetized, right? So if you guys aren't following me on Facebook, do me a favor, actually go follow me on Facebook, because once that gets monetized, boom, that's going to generate more revenue for me over there. And it's about creating multiple revenue streams that can generate money for you while you sleep. That is the epitome of what passive income is. And if you create dope content that's current and evergreen content, meaning content that can last even years from now, that positions you to really do some amazing stuff in this whole new space. So like I told you guys, and I really want to see if there's value here, because I think there is, but what I hope to do is we're almost on the verge of cracking 30,000 subscribers. We're a couple thousand away. Channel's been growing at 4,000 subscribers a month. Once I crack 30,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a free training highlighting exactly how I do my setup with the different cameras, the video switcher. If you guys could see in this angle, there's a video switcher, how I got my lighting set up, everything that goes into this. And it's actually not that complicated. And I do this every single day by myself. I do this every single day by myself, and I want to show other people how to do it, because I feel like there's more people that can do this, that if you do this with your music and you are an expert at something, you have some interesting opinions, you're halfway good looking. I don't think I'm the most good looking guy, but I think I'm pretty good looking. You can really develop an audience for yourself that's going to go deeper and is going to create multiple revenue streams. So that is my goal with what I'm doing here. Is I'm going to go into like a freemium setup. Yeah, I'm going to do like a setup, a tour, if you will. And the cool thing is you can scale this. Like my situation is big. I got multiple lights. I got a lot of stuff. But you can scale this. You can literally start with one camera, 1 or 2 lights. Boom, you're off the ground. That's like I'm trying to get my man Bartholomew Jones to do, because I want to have him as a regular on here, do interviews through Zoom. 1 camera, 1 light, we on, right? Or you can go multiple cameras, video switcher, all these different things, and it could add up, and you can really scale it, you know, and eventually grow it and do some stuff. And eventually I can have somebody run the video switcher if I need to. It really can go as big as you want it to go. Build out a whole studio, and it's easier now than ever. It's cheaper now than ever, and you can reach more people now than ever if you got the right system. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. I feel like there's a lot of people that got a lot of things to say and just don't really have the system. And I tend to be a system guy. So anyway, let me know what you guys think.
King's Dream Entertainment. Ruslan.